Yeah, so welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Judy Holt, and I am a network marketing professional with Shaklee and a lifestyle coach. And what I love the most about what I do is impacting people's lives and making a difference. So I have aligned myself with Shaklee Health and Wellness products over the years because it really fits with my mission of helping people in a bigger way. And I just find that it's not just enough to talk about lifestyle. We need to have a bigger support system there. And Shaklee's been a great vehicle to help me do that. And also for my own health and wellness. And a lot of other ladies here have experienced that as well. So without further ado, we'll get started. And what I want to just do first off is actually show you guys a little video that I think is super awesome that you might want to find out a little bit more about a spring reset plan. So I'm just going to share my screen and we can get started. And by the way, thank you so much for coming. I know that we're kind of getting into, of course, spring and a little bit better weather. So pretty soon there'll be all these things to take our attention away. Going outside, gardening in the evening. We changed time this weekend. So I know that, our time is very valuable. So we will be short to the point tonight and for sure finished within 20 to 30 minutes. So thank you for coming, and I will just share this video. I'm gonna just get this in a small version and make that big. Can everybody see my screen?
Welcome to the Science Behind Prove It Challenge, and get ready to feel amazing in just 30 days. Guaranteed. Start with our 7-day healthy cleanse, which helps to reset the digestive system and reduce cravings for unhealthy foods. A preliminary health study has shown multiple immediate benefits from our cleanse, including experiencing an average weight loss of 6.8 pounds in 7 days. Continue your Prove It Challenge with a daily Vitalizer strip. Vitalizer packs in an abundant amount of nutrition into each strip, including a full spectrum of clinically supported vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and probiotics. Vitalizer is designed to deliver nutrition through our patented SMART technology to dramatically improve absorption of key nutrients in the body. Gain powerful nutrition with our Life Shake, a non-GMO protein shake clinically proven to help you thrive and create the foundation for a longer, healthier life. One daily Life Shake as a meal replacement or snack helps provide support for overall health. And it's powered by leucine, the most effective branched-chain amino acid for preserving muscle mass. Together, these 3 components of our Prove It Challenge work in harmony to deliver a proven program backed by science. Shaklee has been committed to offering proven nutrition for over 60 years and is proven by the Landmark Study, one of the largest studies of long-term users of multiple supplements. People who used our supplements for 3 to 50 years showed significant healthier biomarkers than non-Shaklee users. We proved it, and now we invite you to prove it for yourself and feel healthier, more energized, more focused, and ready for anything. Guaranteed.
Awesome. I hope everybody could hear that okay. Okay, let me just exit out of here. So I wanted to specifically say thank you to Carol for joining us tonight, because she is going to share a little testimonial for us on the Prove It Challenge and how it's worked for her. But before we get into that, I want to just explain a little bit about what it is. They talked, obviously about it in the video. So it's a 30-day wellness plan, and pretty timely right now to be thinking about a spring reset. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but there was lots of indulgences in my winter, probably a little more than I should have had. And I'm sure that there's a few of us that are going, there's an extra inch or so there I don't want, a couple of pounds. What do I do about this? So it's often hard to get started on something new. And, we're all used to our habits that we're doing every day. So how do we just move the needle a little bit to get some incremental results and some changes in our life? So the Prove It Challenge is a great way to kind of kickstart that plan for you. Maybe you don't have a plan. Maybe it's just, I kind of like to lose a little bit, or maybe I just want to have a digestive break, because a lot of times our digestion's a little sluggish at this time of year. And this is a program that helps you to do that. So it's a 30-day plan, starts with a 7-day cleanse, as they talked about, and then you move into a vitamin strip and a smoothie a day and eating more plant-based. So Carol, if you don't mind, just in a 1 or 2 minutes, just share with us a little bit about how the Prove It Challenge worked for you. And I think you're still really on an awesome healthy eating plan. So if you don't mind sharing, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, so I've done this challenge twice now, last year and then just in January. And we did it again, Dave and I, both my husband and I did it. We really, really enjoyed it. We total of 12 pounds, both of us combined. So now that we are into this new way of learning how to eat, we're now going into the plant-based now. So now we're paying more attention to what we're eating and we're exercising. Like I made Dave bring my bike in the house now. So I have my bike in the house because I have problems with my feet. So I go for a walk around the block a little bit. So I'm trying to do my exercise, but we eat very healthy now. We pay attention to the cheese, not as much cheese at all. It's basically most vegetables and a lot of fruits. We really, really enjoy it. And the protein shakes are awesome. I really enjoy those. And the vitamins really keep us with our energy. So I really enjoy
Oh,
it.
thank you so much, Carol, for sharing. That's pretty impressive. So 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Able to keep that off?
Kind of. It depends. Usually on the weekend, we kind of cheat a little bit, but then we get right back on our diet on Monday. So, and I'm still down, like I'm still lost my 7 pounds. So yeah.
Fantastic. I like the way you said that you cheat a little bit once in a while because, 80-20 rule, right? That's really how I live my life.
Mm-hmm.
That we can't be so perfect that if we cheat a little bit, then we're just so guilting ourselves. And it's like, oh, that's just not working. I'm not good at this program. I suck at it. Like, the negative self-talk spiral that we get ourselves into. I think if you just kind of know that once in a while and on a weekend, you're probably going to have something a little different. That's okay. Right. We have a smoothie, my husband and I, every morning for breakfast and our vitamin strip. But on Sundays, we treat ourselves to like a nice breakfast. And, I'm not worried about that one day a week because I know the other 80-95% of the time we're not doing that. And, we have to reward ourselves. So good for you, Carol. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, no worries.
And awesome that you're incorporating the fitness in with it, because if we're not doing the fitness and making it part of our lifestyle every day, we don't get the long-term results.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm just going to go to a couple of slides that I have here that seem to be not shared on my screen. I got to see where those went to. While I'm looking for those, can I get Elise, would you mind just sharing a little bit about the Prove It Challenge and how it's worked for you and how you've used it? Because I think you've been on the challenge, well, I know ongoing, but like the cleanse at least 2 times, right?
Yeah, actually, of course. Yeah, I'm happy to share for sure. So I've done the Prove It Challenge 3 times, and I was even able to rope my husband into doing it 1.5 times. But basically, the Prove It Challenge I've done. Let me back up the bus a little bit here first. I've done numerous cleanses over the years, but I have never found something as sort of like sustainable in terms of energy and easy to follow like the Prove It Challenge. Now when I do it, or the second time that I did it, it was just kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump through. And it really does remove those sort of tendencies to jump back into old habits. And I like how it gradually kind of like eases you into healthier lifestyle and eating. It's not all just like boom, 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 because it does take like minimum 21 days to form a new habit, right? And I think it has to go longer as well. So I love the Prove It Challenge and those life shakes. They're such a nice treat to have after day 7 of the healthy cleanse.
Awesome. Thank you, Elise. How did you find your husband was when you guys did it first time together? Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge to get guys on board with that kind of thing. How did that work for you?
So initially there was definitely some pushback because of course I've tried to get him on other, previous years and on other cleanses, etc. Right. And it was like, sort of after day 2, it was like, see, I'm out. but he completed the entire thing, like the entire cleanse and then the healthy eating, and has been able to sustain, like some of that, right? But yeah, it was the first cleanse that he was able to complete successfully and make it through with work and life and all of the demands, right, that he has. So that was pretty awesome.
That's great. Good for him. And I mean, good point. All the demands that we have. I think sometimes, when people that work full time outside the home, especially men that work a lot harder, more physical work, it's hard for them to kind of get their head around, how will I do this? How will I fit this into my routine? What am I going to have to take to work to do this cleanse? And so, it is doable for anybody. It's just preparation. And that's the key thing about this program, is that you get a shopping list, you get recipes. So you're all kind of getting a foolproof system in place. And, it's really hard to make changes. We all know that with our habits, myself included, right? It's like, oh, okay, I want to make a change and I'm going to read an hour every day. Well, good intentions, but not always happening. So we need to have the support often to get those results that we want and to make any kind of a change that we want to make. So when you get it sort of handed to you on a silver platter, because literally the Prove It Challenge is like that, with the cleansing recipes, your shopping list, so you can get all prepared ahead of time. And for prepared, we have a much higher chance of success, right? With anything. I'm sure you've all noticed in life, with any change you want to make, it starts with the mindset shift first, and then you make the decision to do it, and then you commit. But you need to have a plan and you need to have the preparation. So this challenge is all about that. And then it's sustainable, ongoing, as Carol has said. So that's the other key piece, is that it's awesome to get to a goal weight or to a fitness level that you want, or eating pattern that you want. And maybe, you've got the digestive resets, you're feeling awesome. But what about if you can't maintain that? Falling off the wagon analogy tends to happen, right? Everyone's like, oh, I can lose this weight, no problem with a fad diet. I can drop it quick. But what's the long-term plan for that? So this program is all about lifestyle change. And what better time than now, when we're in the change of season? And it's definitely feeling like spring in the Okanagan. Not sure where you guys are, but when we're getting the season change, that's a sign for the body that it's a good time to cleanse. It's a good time to reboot the system, kickstart the metabolism, reset the digestion. So that's what this program is about. And Lori, would you mind? Thank you, Elise, for sharing. Lori, would you mind sharing with us? If somebody brand new was looking at this challenge, and even think back to when you were brand new, what would be the best advice that you could give them about the program and what you noticed when you first started doing it the first time?
Okay, thanks, Judy. So I have taken the Prove It Challenge 3 times as well. First time was July, it was in the summertime. And I am a healthy person. I've always believed that I've been a healthy person. I had seasonal allergies. I spent a lot of time outside. I love to hike. I love to be outside. I'm a yoga instructor, always healthful. And so I honestly was really surprised at how my body responded in a positive way to just the first 7 days of the cleanse. What I love about it is there's no weighing, measuring. I've been on other kind of programs, which are a lot. Well, for me, they were a lot more time intensive. This is a simple program. I mean, if it's not a vegetable, if it's not a fruit, you don't put it past your mouth, right? So I agree, Judy, that preparation is really important. So, I was so impressed with the benefits that I got. I mean, my eyes weren't puffy, runny. I had no seasonal allergies at all. Digestion was much more stable and steady. Really appreciated that. At one point, going back about 12 years ago, I had acid reflux. So that had already been much better, but that's part of bad digestion, is when your body wants to reject or bring back certain things during the process. So I felt amazing, and I felt so good afterwards. I joined as a distributor and said, I want other people to have these benefits too, right? So it was a real no-brainer for me. after having that first really positive experience to just say, okay, both feet in, let's do this, right? And so I really take a lot of pride in coaching other people and giving them all of the tools. One of my tips is to simply create a lot of what I call handheld foods. So have a lot of things available at any time that you can just grab and nibble on, right? Grapes, little broccoli flowerets, right? Cut up some carrot sticks and just have things throughout the day that are just so easy to grab and snack on that you never have to be hungry. So I'm a grazer typically, so I just made sure I had lots of things prepared and ready. And that's what I suggest other people do too, because yeah, having something there at all times really helps take the pressure off because you never have to worry about it. It's just there.
Mhm. Awesome. Thank you, Lori. Great tips. I'm glad you brought up about the being a snacker. I'm a snacker, definitely, especially in the afternoon. And I've always found that going very long without eating makes me feel a little bit shaky. And so I was concerned about the no protein on the cleanse, because usually I'm somebody who likes to have little bits of protein throughout the day. But what I've noticed that when I'm on the cleanse, I actually don't miss it very much if I'm eating every 2 hours that's recommended. So it's not so much about what you're eating. Well, obviously it has to be healthy, but it's the frequency is really important, and not letting yourself get too hungry. And I know a lot of times we get busy with our work and whatever we're doing, and we forget to eat. And I've had a few people that are intermittent fasters on the cleanse, and they were like, I can't see myself doing this because I can't eat every 2 hours. Like I go 4 hours easily without eating, and that's just my norm. But that's the thing, when you're not having the protein, you do get more hungry, and you do feel really, really good if you snack every 2 hours. So this is the permission time to snack away, yay, because it's good things, right? Most of the time when we think of snacking, we're thinking about the pantry, that draw to the pantry of the carbs. And, there's a lot healthier ways to snack. And then now I'm noticing, even when not on the cleanse, and I'm sure you ladies that have done the program can attest to this, that you don't really crave a lot of that carb stuff anymore. And when you have it, you kind of go, oh, I don't really feel good when I have that. I'd rather go for my celery sticks dipped in hummus or something, just because I'm used to that. So it does really teach you healthier options, and especially if you can incorporate into a lifestyle with some fitness with it and some daily mindset. For some reason, my slides got lost in the bottom of my screen, so I apologize. We're not going to have slides tonight, but that's okay. This is nice to just have a conversation. And I think the key piece about the point, what I wanted to get across tonight, and all of you ladies have shared, is the difference it's made for you, and that it is a simple, copyable program. And any of your friends that might want to join you, because it's way more fun to do something with your friends than by yourself. And preferably if you have a partner, a significant other, that you get them on board, because otherwise it's mutiny amongst the troops in your house, right? And it's like, okay, I'm eating this, but now I got to make something different. And it's just too hard. You definitely want to be having your family members. What kind of a role model are you being for your kids if you've got children in your house? But the other piece of that is, how do you incorporate this going forward every day? It must be a lifestyle change, and it's something that feels really good for you to do. And if you can incorporate meditation every day and some fitness, and just incorporating all of those things with the cleanse and the 30-day plan, that's what it's designed for. It's not just designed for, let's hop on some quick plan. And there's support with Facebook groups. There's an awesome Facebook community. We also have our own smaller Facebook community called Reset Your Routine. And we do videos on that, on mindset, fitness, recipes, cleanses, all that. So lots of cool stuff. And Karen, would you like to share just for a minute, as we're finishing up, about what your experience with the Prove It Challenge has been? I know you've done it quite a few times. And do you have a little tip that you could share?
Sure. I think the second time and the third time that I've done it a few times, I noticed it got considerably easier. And definitely I was better able to manage the whole vegetable consumption, realized that I needed more. I think that's one thing I like to coach people on, is buy more vegetables than you think you'll need. I just worked with a group who just completed this 7-day cleanse portion of the 30-day challenge. And one of the guys that was on it, he ran out of food on the second day. He ran out of vegetables.
Oh, no.
So, you know, buy more than you think you'll need, because that's what you're going to be doing, is grazing all day. But I think the really powerful part is when you don't feel that great, when you come across somebody like myself, when something, obviously you come across people over in the course of your daily walk, and 3 days later, you just don't feel that good, but you know exactly what you have to do to take care of your body. You just go straight to the crisper and you get whatever veggies are in there out and get them ready and sit down and take care of, you know, basically that cleansing part, just like giving your body that nice, clean, unprepared food that's, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables. So, and you can make yourself feel better in, you know, 2 hours. You feel so much better than if you end up taking your medication. I mean, sometimes people obviously need certain things, but that was the real wins for me. Was I became much more aware of how to take better care of my body when it wasn't feeling at its best. And I knew exactly what foods to turn to in the fridge that would make me feel so much better in a shorter period of time.
Great. Thank you, Karen. That's awesome. That's a really good tip. And one thing too on the cleanse, if you do find that you're getting a little bit shaky, or, you know, blood sugar is a bit low from lack of protein, you can have a boiled egg, and you can have a tablespoon of the LifeShape protein powder that comes with the kit, which is really nice to be able to have that option. They want you to try to do the cleanse without it, if possible. But it is nice to know that that's kind of a backup plan if you need it. So I'm just going to show you what the Prove It Challenge looks like really quick here. And then you can see, since my slides disappeared off my screen, I've been doing a lot of Zoom calls today, and I think that somehow things just got deleted. That happens. So this is what the challenge looks like, and it comes in this kit that they were showing. And you get 2 cleansing supplements, and you get a month's supply of vitamins and a daily convenient vitamin strip. And you get 2 canisters of the LifeShape protein powder of your choice, flavors of your choice, but also the kind, if you want a pea protein, plant-based, or if you would like to have the non-GMO soy. So it's really nice that you get the choices, and there's tons and tons of flavors of the smoothie mix. So here's a 7-day cleanse that helps increase your focus and energy, manages hunger, improves sleep. This is what I get for testimonials all the time from people that are on the cleanse, is that they're sleeping better. So if we're not getting good sleep at night, that usually affects our well-being, our mental alertness, our energy, of course, our immune system. So that's a really, really big thing, is to have a decent sleep. And of course, digestion. If we're not digesting our food properly, we're not absorbing the nutrients to properly utilize, you know, the vitamins from our food. And then, so the DTX, these 2 cleansing supplements, the DTX one contains milk, thistle, and botanicals that really help to detoxify the liver and the blood. Of course, our livers are our biggest filter system of the body, so it's important to detoxify that regularly. At least a couple times a year is really great to do a cleanse and just give that liver a rest, a gentle laxative. And then these are just all the things that the protein powder does. So it's 20 grams of protein, help you feel fuller longer. And I love that it's got 6 grams of fiber in the protein powder, so it does fill you up. I love it for a meal replacement at breakfast, as sounds like you other ladies do as well. But you can also have it as a snack. I love it for 1 scoop mid-afternoon for a snack, instead of, you know, that pantry draw that I was mentioning before. It's kind of that subliminal draw across to the kitchen of the house. If I make myself a little smoothie with maybe a little bit of banana and berries and some kale or something, and I'll throw 1 scoop of the protein powder in there for mid-afternoon. And this is not well on the cleanse, this is otherwise. It makes such a difference, and I don't crave anything till dinner time, and it kind of gets me through that hump part of the afternoon. And then the vitamin strip, you get a multivitamin, a B complex, and a vitamin C, omega-3s, beta carotene, and a probiotic. So, and then you can choose one with iron, without iron, kosher options. So there's a ton of choices with this program. So even though it's one package, it is very customizable to your needs. So having said that, there's a special deal on right now, and any orders over $200 with Shaklee right now, you get a free organic greens booster powder, which is pretty cool because one scoop of that's equivalent to 1 cup of kale or 1 cup of spinach or 1 cup of broccoli. And, you know, a lot of people just aren't getting their greens, and they like to just have it in, you know, an organic powder that they can just scoop into their smoothies or their pastas or their salads. So it's a nice little gift that they're giving right now. And the person that invited you will follow up with you and answer any questions that you have. And we have an upcoming event next week on Tuesday, March 16th at 7 o'clock. And it's a stress-free women's event. So we'll be talking about self-care tips and things that you can do to reduce stress and just to feel a little bit more balanced and well and healthy and connected with other awesome heart-centered women. And everyone's welcome. And we're not really doing a focus on, you know, products or things like that. It's more just a community that we're getting started to help women feel connected and supported and understood, because let's face it, we're in a tumultuous time right now, and people are really stressed, and we just want to offer a place where they can go and feel connected and loved on and supported and understood. And it's not a therapy session. It's just going to be about 45 minutes of connection time, and come prepared to share maybe a self-care tip that's working for you. Lori's going to guide us through a little meditation at the start. I've got a couple guest speakers. I think you'll find it'll be really fun. So I will send out the link about that. And if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to pop those in the chat or unmute yourself.
I just wanted to mention, Judy, how important that customization was. So thank you for bringing that piece in, right? Because although it's a program that's designed and works, we can customize our flavors, our choices of, protein powders and the multivitamins. And thank you. I think that's really, really important for everyone to understand, is it's completely customizable to what your needs are, what your age is, all that kind of stuff, your preferences. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lori. Great that you highlighted that, because one size does not fit all with our health. And, we're all unique, thank God. And, we want to celebrate that uniqueness, right? So this cleanse and the whole program does that. So the person that invited you, reach out to them and they'll follow up with you. And thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you to those who shared: Elise, Carol, Lori, Karen. Thank you, Dawn, for being a brave soul and coming on our first Zoom night. Appreciate you. And Dawn does very beautiful work as well. And I think it's just such a great gift that we all, want to make a difference and help people. And if you know people that this could help, please share with them. Because if you choose that this is a fit for you, doing it with a friend is just way more fun. And if you invite 3 friends that do it with you, you make it $150. So you actually almost get yours paid for. So that's another thing to consider. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. And I really appreciate your time.